Knock you down once, get back up again. Knock you down 2 times, get up twice as fast. Knock you down 3 times,
PDF and a guide of what you can create. That should be maybe a week, and then we'll go straight into the sampling process. They'll get making, probably be a couple of weeks making time. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I'll speak to you soon as well.
Cheers, man. Appreciate your time. You about.
Take care.
Really?
Bye.
Bye.
So guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm just going to be doing a sort of like a day in the life. There's nothing planned. It's just going to be a usual sort of standard day. But yeah, if you don't know me, my name is Chris Bamber and I have built a number of different ecom brands. One of them, which I'm sort of most connected with, was Sansparel, which is the menswear fashion brand. And unfortunately, recently I had to close the company. I do explain that in some other videos. And yeah, I've essentially lost a lot of things and companies that I used to have. And yeah, I'm basically starting again from scratch. So I've always wanted to do these videos, and I actually started doing them about 4 years ago now. But I stopped it along the journey, and just my main focus was building the brands, and I never felt like I could share anything because I didn't feel sort of qualified enough to do it, if that makes sense, even though I was just sharing bits of the journey. But yeah, the first ever video was me picking up a supercar at 21. And yeah, I just always wanted to create some videos to also look back on as well, like see the progression and see where I started from. Since that incident happened with the company, I've just been like, look, I'm starting again from scratch, and I just want to document everything from here on onwards, and it's just given me another opportunity to do that. So whatever I build in the future, it's now going to be documented on here through the YouTube. And yeah, I'm just going to be taking you through the different sort of stages of how I'm building again from scratch. It's not easy to go from a brand that has been doing millions to, yeah, starting again. So I've done it before many times, so I know I'll get back there again and 10x more. But yeah, it's just showing you the process again, from starting again from scratch. So yeah, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get on with today's video and take you through a little bit of a day in the life. So
hey, being here wasn't in the plans. I do it for the grams, not the gram. I do it for the fam, but still fucking Uncle Sam. I tried to change for you, but that wasn't who I am. Even when being real is out of fashion, niggas keep stealing my style, now we out here matching. I did it by being myself with no dramatic acting. I couldn't sit around and wait, I had to have it happen.
Just gonna jump into some supersets, do some press ups after the chest press. Dumbbell press.
I took you up under my wing and you just stayed there. You were supposed to grow some wings, get your own pair. We started this from the bottom, now you alone there. Shit you treated like it's home there. Depending on me, you were supposed to get your own share. I still love you to my last days. I never knew that shit would be this fast.
So just gonna head out and pick up some dinner. Gonna head out and grab that, and then come back and then crack on with some more work.
Get cash fast as you can, but don't blow it too fast. Always save some for the road. Make the smoke last. Never ask permission. We just blow.
So just picked up some dinner. Got a soup as well, carrot and coriander, which is very nice. And then we have got some chicken noodles, stir fry veg. Yeah, and I usually like to only eat around like 1 or 2 p.m. some days, because when I first get in, I don't know if you ever struggle for concentration or anything like that. Just try working on like an empty stomach, just having some black coffee or some water in the morning, but don't actually eat. Have a lot more focus and clarity in the morning, obviously when you're working, because your body is hungry, and it's like a natural sort of instinct when you're hungry to have more concentration and yeah, because essentially your body needs food. So yeah, I've just found out that it helps me a lot when I work. So if you're struggling to get focused, and actually do the work that you need to do, try actually fasting for the morning and just only leaving eating till a little bit later. So I got a question the other day in the free Discord that I have. A little plug for that. So if you want to check that out, it's free, and the link is down below. But it was basically asking, do I need experience to come and run a fashion brand or start a fashion brand? And I said, absolutely not. So if you look at most founders who have started a brand, who have done well, a lot of them have zero experience in the actual industry that they're going in. All they have is the sort of ability to look at a situation and solve problems. And when they come into starting these brands, like, that doesn't stop them from going ahead and building some of the biggest brands in the world. So if you look at a lot of founders who have built brands, they don't have any prior experience in that industry. I didn't have any experience in fashion or the other brands that I've gone into. I've just dived straight in and figured it out. But you'll find that with a lot of big brand owners, like, none of them have any experience in that industry, and what a lot of them have in common is just the ability to go in, do what needs to be done, and solve problems. And if you're sort of holding that against you from going forwards, then there's always going to be that limiting factor of, I don't have the experience in this. Obviously there's people that can come and help you, but you can just delegate that to different people. And just because you don't have any experience in an industry, don't let that stop you. Yeah, just dive straight in, try and figure it out. If you can ask someone that's been there and done it, then that'll save you a lot of time, money and effort. Yeah, and the truth is that even people you look up to who are doing things that you think are crazy and inspiring, like, the truth is that most people are still winging it and figuring it out themselves. Obviously they'll have certain experience in different areas, they've built that up over time, but they get to the next level and then they've got to figure it out again. So if you're just starting out, you're just at that stage, and everybody has it. It doesn't go away no matter how successful you are. And at every different stage that I got to, I was always like, I don't know anything. It's like you're starting a whole different new chapter. And the truth is, like, no one has it figured out. Yeah, the sooner you can understand that, like, it just won't hold you back. So just understand that no one has it 100% figured out, and everyone is basically just winging it, to be honest. That's what building a brand and entrepreneurship is about. So yeah, don't let that deter you from getting started. And we're going to be slightly carrying on from the last video, and so we're going to be starting running some ads. I did want to start this over like a week ago, but there has been some delays on the other brand side. Just been sorting out some documents, legal stuff and all that. I just got carried away with that, and also helping some clients with finding manufacturers. So we've recently onboarded a couple of new clients there, and we're in the sampling process with getting them all set up with the factory, ordering samples and just going through that whole process. So there's been a lot of stuff going on that side, but now as I've got a little bit of time, we're going to be running through the ads. So there is a few stuff that I need to get on with. I need to get on with setting up the ads and linking the customer service support sort of stuff. We're going to be using Zendesk for that. So we'll just need to integrate that into our new emails that we've got. So we're going to be setting up that, and then I'm going to be starting running ads today. So we're just going to be going with low budgets for now, and then testing the results, and then seeing where we can go from there. But I'll be taking you along through that journey. So let's get into it. In this video, we're going to be going over the creative feedback loop. So essentially what this is, you have the original creative. Now, if you run your first test with these creatives, you'll then figure out which ads actually start working and which don't. You'll then turn off any underperforming ads in the ads manager. And then if you do find a winning creative based upon that, then you can create new variations of this ad. Now, this could come in many sort of different types of formats. This could be, say for an example here, this is one image here, but then on here we've created a new angle and we've added some social proof, we've added some text like a hook. So for this example here, it's important to remember that when you're actually testing these ads, focusing more on an angle that can specifically target a different sort of section of audience, where in this case, if we just have a quick look at this, if we just zoom up in here, it says, tired of being overlooked, we're the scent that makes her take notice. So we're trying to tap into a specific audience here. For example, this is just a men's aftershave. Let's just say it's just an image that I took off the internet. Now, this could be one angle that we create here, could be trying to tap into a younger sort of demographic, sort of my age, and it's for essentially guys who want to get that girl, and it's trying to appeal to that sort of demographic. Now, you could come in here and create another ad here and essentially create an angle of appealing to the more of an older man. You're essentially creating one creative, but it's also appealing to different audience in the way that you present it. So that's one way in which you can actually change the creative and test new variants. Another way is actually if you're using a video, say for example you change the first 3 seconds of that video, you could change the hook as well, you could change the sort of thumbnail that it starts off the video with, this could be the music, the offer, even the speed of the clips and the actual messaging of the video. So there's many different ways in which you can test different creatives within this and different angles. It's very important that you only test one variable per ad, and when you're actually scaling, this is going to be one of the most important aspects of scaling. If you have found a winning creative, you want to maximize and squeeze all the potential juice from that sort of lemon, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure you've got absolutely everything from that creative. If it does start to die, then that's when you start to cut your losses and then move on to a different creative, start testing new creatives. But yeah, you essentially want to try and squeeze everything out of that creative if it's actually running profitably and you are able to scale. If it's not, we then turn off these ads. But this is a repeated cycle, and you don't just get to here and then stop and then you're a winner. You've completed the process. This is constantly evolving and constantly creating new tests, new angles, new variations of different ads or the same ads, and finding different angles in which you can actually target different audiences. Because if, as an example before, this ad that I mentioned before, one was appealing to sort of like a younger demographic, you can actually change the demographics with the same creative, but just add a little bit of a different angle towards it. And that one could be, this could actually implement into videos as well if you were creating a video. It could be in the way that you change the voiceover and the messaging. One ad could be more suitable to one audience and it could have a better reaction to that audience. And another ad could have a different reaction. So it's all about as well like conveying the message. Yeah, portraying who that ad is actually for, who is it targeting, and how can we reach that audience in a way that they'll actually connect with that ad. So guys, as we all know the importance of testing different creatives in your ads, this actually brings me on to today's sponsor of the video. Viral Ecom Ads are a company which specializes in creating ads for your e-commerce brand. I'm just going to head onto their website now and show you through what they actually offer. So as we head into the website now, we can show you that they have multiple different packages. Now you can have video ad packages, images ad packages, and one that I especially like, which is the UGC ad packages. Now I've used a lot of UGC ads in my Facebook ads, and especially for my different brands, and we all know the importance of UGC nowadays and how well that actually converts. Now these are very affordable, and you can actually split test multiple different creatives. So if we just get onto one of their products, if we go onto their site here, we can see that we have multiple different options, and you can create multiple different UGC content. So one of the actual options you can add is adding raw footage. This comes at a small little cost, but I recommend actually getting this for your brand. Creating unique content for your brand, it's just going to make it stand out well. If you're looking to test 3 different UGC ads for your TikToks or Facebook ad campaigns, yeah, so this is a great place to come and get your creatives. They deliver it in actually 3 to 5 business days. They're proven to convert, and you can actually have minor editing revisions. So it's actually a 4 simple step process. All you do is place your order, submit the actual form, and you'll just fill out some details in what you actually want. And after you've done this, you would then ship your product to them. They'll go ahead in 1 to 3 days, create the content that you want for your UGC ads, and then you will receive your offer through the video. Now you can have minor sort of editing revisions if you're not happy with certain sort of things, need a little tweak here and there with text or anything like that, then they can actually implement that for you. So if we actually just scroll down to have a look at some examples, we can see here there's many different examples on the website. I'm just going to take a look here and show you one that they have created.
Are you tired of dentists constantly reminding you to brush better, even though you do?
So this is a great example of a good UGC ad, and we have run many like these in the past for our brands, and they especially work very well because they relate to the customer. So if you're looking for UGC ads and you're looking for content for your e-commerce brand and you've got a product that's now working, I recommend you to check these out. There is a link in my description, and I'll also pin it in the comments. You can get 15% off there. And yeah, so make sure to check them out and give them a try. So if I just jump into the ad library, I'm just going to show you a few examples of how another brand has actually done this. So I've just come in here in the ad library and searched ice baths, and I've found a brand in which sells these cold plunges and like portable saunas and stuff like that. I think they are doing quite well at the minute. So yeah, it's just an example here. So I'm just going to show you a few creatives, and like I mentioned before, one could be the same creative, but it's essentially targeting 2 different audiences with the messaging. So if you take a look at here.
But interestingly, if you use sauna 3 times a week, your risk goes down another 30 or 40%. The more you...
So in this one here, it's a angle in which it is sort of showing you the benefits of actually using a sauna. So if we just watch it further.
Better. Near-infrared light does the same thing. Most of the light therapy devices we see are red. It's the near-infrared that can go 4 or 5 inches deep. You're getting the best of light therapy because you're getting the deepest penetration.
So this could appeal to sort of health fanatics, obviously with the red light therapy. It's just another angle in which they have run with, and red light therapy has been sort of like a trend for a little bit. It's quite recent. I think it's still working very well. But as you can see here, they're targeting more towards sort of health fanatics and that sort of audience. So let me just see if I can find another one which sort of uses a similar creative but targets a different sort of angle.
Doctor gave you an arthritis diagnosis? This video might be the key to your joint health.
As you can see here, completely separate audience. Now this could appeal to a older generation because they might face the struggles with arthritis or the problems that obviously come with aging and stuff like that. And they've conveyed that really well in the first few seconds. If we just watch that again.
Doctor gave you an arthritis diagnosis.
doctor gave you a arthritis diagnosis. So it's appealing straight to people who are struggling with this, and he's saying basically this product can help you. Whereas in this ad, it's appealing to sort of more audiences who are more inclined to look after the health, who are health conscious. So it's a similar sort of creative, but two different audiences. Let me just have a look at this one here.
The complete calorie burner package is here and just in time for summer.
As you can see here, a calorie package. So this could be targeted towards people who are more sort of overweight, wanting to lose weight, and who are wanting to get the benefits of sort of sweating that out and losing weight with that. So we've got another ad that's very similar, but again, different audiences. So they're targeting different people. And then we just got a bunch of single static ads, and these will be probably retargeting ads for these. And as we've got here, as I have shown in the blueprint, we've got a problem and solution. Let's just have a look at a couple more ads. This one is probably a retargeting ad because they're using social proof here. And yeah, so let me just take a look to see if there's any more.
Believe it or not, saunas, I just in the last year I started using saunas. They've seen a huge change. I've always known about saunas. I use them every now and then. But there's so much research on it now, and I have it in the book that'll blow your mind. Like 4 days a week in a sauna for just 20 minutes at 160 degrees plus.
Now, again, this is very sort of similar video, and it's just changing the angle. And they've incorporated, I've forgotten his name, is it Tim Robbins or something like that? And they've just extracted the clip from a podcast. Now, you've just got to be careful with doing this, that they don't actually come backfire and file a lawsuit or whatever. But yeah, there's ways in which you can obviously change this around. You can go to a voice sort of, there's a website called 11 Labs. You can replicate his voice and then just change a few details. There is a little bit of a grey area, so be careful with that. But yeah, just another angle in which you can use. So I hope I have sort of explained the different angles and the ways in which you can create new variants and also target new audiences. So just make sure to keep that in mind when you come to creating your ads. Just because you've run one ad and now it's sort of died off, it doesn't mean that you've squeezed all that juice from that sort of creative. There is more to be done there, and without testing sort of new variations, new creatives, new angles, then you're not maximizing the amount of which you can get from these creatives. So make sure to try that, test it, make sure to let the data do the talking as well. It's really key here. And yeah, that's the way that you can then improve on these.
I didn't know how to follow. It's like a shot that's bumming around, and now my heart there. I feel so empty and hollow, and I never give myself to another the way I gave it to you. Don't even recognize the ways you working it. Gonna think a miracle to bring me back. You're the one to blame, and now I feel like, oh, you're the reason why I'm thinking I don't wanna smoke on the cigarettes no more. I guess that's what I get for wishful thinking. Should've never let your enemies go. Next time you wanna go.
Just finished it. Yes, sir. I need some sun.
Good session that. Didn't play as well, but you know, blister central. Oh my days. 2 hours, mate. I need some fuel.
Go back to unit.
What?
Need to go back to unit.
Yeah, no, I might have to go to Sainsbury's. See you stuff.
Although there are upsides to it, there are some downsides to it, especially at scale. like when you actually... So I'm just filming a couple of videos for the Facebook ad blueprint. So the blueprint is now all finished and I'm just adding these complementary videos towards it. There's probably going to be like 6 hours worth of video content that is going to be added towards that blueprint. So a lot of value, and we go into depth with absolutely everything. So finishing up on these videos, it'll probably take me the next couple of days. I've never spoken so much in my life, so yeah, we've been filming these for the past couple of days now. So yeah, wanting to get these boxed off, and then we can add those on. Yeah, so just editing up some videos. Some of these videos are literally like an hour long, so there's going to be some mistakes in between, so they just need checking over, and then editing, adding some thumbnails and just some logos and stuff like that, and then yeah, they'll be ready to upload. But been on this with the past few days, just trying to get this box off now. Yeah, I just had to stop a little. You have to do it in sections because there's so much speaking and I'm just not used to it, so I'm gonna box off this and then